Pancake's pretty much the same. Eggs, flour and milk or some sort of liquid. What I've done here is I'm using a sweet corn to give the pancake a really nice flavour profile. So I put onions and... take that for a second, excuse me. Onions and sweet corn into a jug. Chuck in the milk, like so. I then add a little bit of salt and pepper at this stage, not too much. And then what you do is you blitz this up with a hand blender or a liquidizer, it's really up to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk too much over this, Ruth, but you'll see, you'll get that lovely creamy corn is what we're after. Now, some people also put coconut milk in at this point as well, which is delicious,
nice.
But it's quite calorific, so be careful. Then...
Oh, you can't worry about calories on pancake.
No, of course you can't. So, flour goes into a bowl. This is self-raising flour or plain flour, it's really up to you. If you want to add a little bit of raising agent, you can.
So did I hear you use the word souffle earlier? So
Yes. It's a sort of a souffle pancake. It's not. Don't panic. It's not. It's not one of those worrying ones.
Do I look panicked? Do I look panicked?
No,
I've never panicked when you're in the kitchen.
Some people do.
I'm very calm.
Then, so flour, egg yolks go in, and what I've done, move that out of the way, is I've added the egg whites separately. So you're just going to fold those in the last second, so you get a nice...
So you've whisked those already?
Yeah. I mean, I've literally broken them up. And all you do is literally just whisk, what we call fold that through. So you're just dropping it through the whisk.
And is that giving it some lightness?
Yes.
Then?
And also, but when you cook it again, the air bubbles expand, so you get like what we call a mild souffle pancake. Into a small pan, as I've done here.
Oh, look at that little cute pan.
Yes, this is what we call a blini pan, or a rosti pan.
If you haven't got one of those...
Oh, you can use a big frying pan, cut it in quarters, it's really up to you. And this, I've cooked this on slightly earlier. I've cooked for about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. Don't overcook them. And that goes on to there, Ruth. Now...
Is that for me?
That's for you. Now, also, I have here, as you'll see, some crispy bacon and a fried egg. So you can carry on with that while I do the main course.
Where are you? There you go.
Right. Look at that.
Right.
Is that nice, guys?
Shush.
Is that all right, folks, for you? Nice starter? I know, Gok, you don't like pancakes, do you?
Do you know, I'm working through it. I've started on the salmon already.
Good man.
Delicious.
Good man.
OK, so I'm going to have my starter.
Yeah.
Or breakfast, really.
Right. Let's talk about the main course. Now, this is very simple. Here I've got a pancake, as you see. This is a 23-centimetre pancake. To that, I'm going to add 100 grams of salmon, just to one side. Then all I've got here is a bit of cooked leek. 1 leek, which I've just sweated down, a little bit of butter or oil, it's really up to you. A pinch of salt and pepper, on that goes.
Can I just say, this sweet corn fritter is delicious.
Yeah, and the good thing also, Ruth, is that they actually freeze well, so you can take them out and put them in the microwave, Now, what I've also done is add a little blob of mayonnaise here, because salmon's not dry, but if you ever cook it, it will be slightly dry. Yeah. But I quite like cooking with mayonnaise, especially a shop-bought mayonnaise, which won't split. And then just fold it over once, twice, fold it over, fold the ends in, like so. And that goes into a tray, just like that here.
OK.
Now, I'm just going to wash my hands because we've touched
So how did you just sweated the leeks down, what, some butter or something,
Just a bit of oil or butter. You can even microwave them, they actually work as well.
OK.
Here we've got a very simple sauce. I'm not going to run into it too much because it's very simple. Onions, a bit of pinch of sugar to counteract the tomatoes, stock cube, a bit of puree, oil, vinegar to give it a nice bit of sharpness, one 400-gram tin of tomatoes and juice. Okay. No sweating, nothing at all. You just chuck it in a pan and you cook it down for about 10 minutes.
So it's quite concentrated?
Yes. Do you like a taste of that, Ruth?
Yes, I'd love a taste of that because it looks really rich.
OK. It's very, very rich, but honestly, it's just a question of balance. Very, very simple. And then what I'll do is I'll just pour that down the centre, like so.
I always forget the sugar bit.
Yes.
It does take off that edge, doesn't it?
It does.
Sharpness.
And somebody did write to me and say, you shouldn't be pushing sugar in food, but I put a very, very small amount for 4 adults. It's a pinch. Yeah. I'm not talking about huge amounts. Bit of basil on top, fresh basil, into the oven. Right, Gok?
What do you think, Gok?
I was going to say, that salsa is delicious. The balance is amazing.
Oh, get you, Gok.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Well, I forgot you know about food as well.
Well, a little bit.
He's a great cook.
So good. It's
now,
so good.
Here's my favourite. Here I've got sugar in a pan. This is crêpe Suzette, classic crêpe
So it's just white sugar?
White sugar, which I've slightly overcooked. The darker the sugar becomes, the less sweet it becomes.
So that's... See, I'd worry I'd be burning that, then.
No, you're absolutely fine, because at this stage here, I'm going to add a little bit of brandy or any sort of alcohol you want. Let's turn it up a little bit to try and get some on there.
Still makes me nervous.
There it goes. So you put a bit of brandy in, or curacao or something like that. You add orange juice into there as well. Reduce that down, and I do actually add, right at the last second, a little touch of cold butter. Probably about a teaspoon. It just gives the sauce a real nice gloss. This is what I've done here. Put one more bit into there. And you'll see you just...
So this is a classic when you're training as a chef. It's a French recipe,
this
I'm
was
assuming.
exactly as it was. Absolutely. Yeah. And this is the way I was taught years ago.
Like a skills test you had to do.
Oh, absolutely. And the sauce had to be the right temperature, right consistency. Otherwise, the butter doesn't glaze the sauce.
OK.
It sits on top. So then what you do then, you add 1 or 2 of the crepes.
Oh, you put them into the pan?
Yes.
OK.
And then you just glaze it over, look at that, like so, and you warm them through. And what I've got here is something we did earlier.
Beautifully presented. Shall I bring the main course?
Yeah, bring the main course. Gok, I know you're going to love this.
It's amazing. I feel like I'm watching TV.
Hey.
I do feel like I'm at home watching this. I'm having the best
This
time
smells
ever.
gorgeous.
Let's put that on there, look at that. In there goes.
You want a hand?
You're fine.
You all right?
That's very kind of you. So there we go.
Can you help with the washing up?
Shall I be mother?
There you go.
There's the main course.
Lovely.
And what you do is you just serve one of these. Look at that.
I'll just have this then.
Pancake's been so versatile. Really.
Oh, thank you very much.
I seem to have the whole of the main course, but I'm fine with that.
What a spoon.
Yeah, I want to jump to a pud.
There
You go straight to pudding.
Amazing.
There we are.
Can I just dig into this one?
You dig into there, chuck it on there for me.
So this is the salmon.
Now, you bake it for about 11 to 12 minutes. The salmon needs to be slightly undercooked.
It's great.
The residual heat will finish it off, being oily fish. You've got enough there, Ruth.
You've definitely changed my
I don't know
opinion
where
on
to put
pancake.
it.